Hi guys, welcome back. We just a few days ago did a seasoning of the grill, and if you can see now, we've used it a couple times since then, and it is definitely seasoned. We are going to do some fajitas tonight and Spanish rice, and we will be happy to provide recipes for anyone who's interested. Just say something, you know, in the comments, and we'll get back with you. But in the meantime, if you're trying to decide on a grill, this is the Blackstone. We love it. We basically cooked almost every single meal out here since we've got it. So let's get going. So tonight I'm gonna get the oil down and we're gonna start frying up some chicken. I've already diced it up. Yep. So we're gonna kind of get it laid out so we can start cooking it up. So we're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. I know you guys are more interested in what's on the griddle than what I have to say, so we'll see how this goes. We already have some veggies ready. I'm probably gonna go ahead and move these over here and get them going as well, just so we can start sauteing them. Green peppers, onions, and tomatoes. I'm gonna try to keep these separate for now. Probably really isn't going to matter in the long run, but using two different spatulas. I'm also going to add some salt and pepper over here. Okay, so obviously I'm flipping this a little bit too soon. I had my girls take out some frustration and pound the chicken a little bit, and then they diced it up. So we're going to just hopefully have some smaller pieces by the end when it's cooked. Once again, you can add whatever seasoning you want. We've tried a couple inside. Sorry, there's got a lawnmower going at the neighbors. I apologize. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We've tried multiple seasonings on our fajita meat on the inside. Tonight we're going to try something called Frontier Classic Fajita Skillet Sauce. So as we cook the chicken, we will then come back towards the end and kind of put that marinade in it and then mix it in with the veggies. And as I mentioned, I've already cooked up some white rice, and we cooked the white rice with some chicken bouillon. Some chicken bouillon. And then we made up a puree, which is tomatoes, garlic, onion, and some Mexican seasoning. So detail that out a little bit later. Mainly just wanting you guys to see how this might turn out on the Blackstone if you're thinking about buying one, or if you have any interest in trying to do fajitas.
More salt.
More salt. Salt all around. Where are the margaritas?
Add them because it always comes.
And add it always because it comes off. Alright, it's going to take a little bit of time. See if we can get this, cook it up a little bit more by adding a little bit more oil. I'm obviously not a chef. I'm just a stay-at-home mom trying to feed my family, so do whatever works for you. There's my daughter's laughing in the background. And the other one usually sings. I think you might have heard her in the first video. This could actually save us a lot of money. We eat out Mexican probably 3 times a week. So if I could come up with something close to what when we go out, my family would be happy. Seems to get a little hotter in the middle, so I have a tendency to try and kind of bring some of the stuff in the back and the front towards the middle. I know it says it's meant to be even heat, but that isn't always the case from what we've experienced in the last few days. But we do love the griddle, and I would highly recommend it. All right, these are slowly starting to cook up. Hopefully you have a dog or a couple dogs, so when you drop it on the ground, they can come snatch it up. You just really probably need to keep the chicken moving. I know that they say that the griddle is meant to cook everything evenly, distribute the heat evenly, but we can notice that some of the sides and around the edges, it doesn't quite get as hot. So you may just want to try and move that in and move it around as much as you can. starting to see a little bit of browning. I'm gonna go ahead and spread it out a little bit and let it cook up a little bit longer. And now that I have these veggies starting to cook, I'm gonna go ahead right now. We prefer our veggies a little bit softer, not quite as crispy. So I am gonna go ahead and kind of scoop them into a pile, and I'm gonna cover them with our basting cover. So some people call this a cheese dome or basting dome. Call it whatever you want, but that's what we're gonna do.
Save the little guy that's on the he's hanging out.
He wants to join the party, I guess. There we go. Often as we're cooking, you see that we've got some juice kind of gathering around the chicken, all the water, some of this now, so that we have a little less work to do on cleanup afterwards. In addition, we're going to be adding some of our own fajita seasoning in a liquid form, so it's probably easier just to get that out now. So once this browns up a little bit more, I will be adding that seasoning once again. This is the first time we've ever tried this, so hopefully it's something that the family likes. I'm actually going to go ahead at this point, and I'm thinking about moving these veggies back a bit, tossing them and moving them back. I've got to try and make room for some rice on here that we were making. So we'll see how this goes. Since I'm kind of a newbie on this, I'm trying to figure out the best way to utilize all the space on this 36-inch griddle.
Blackstone
36-inch griddle, which we love. So, feeling like the gas went out. Gas is out.
Yeah, I don't. It's ignited again. See? Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
Did we get the one from the stand?
It's out. Hit pause. Right there, so we're going to give this Spanish rice a try. Not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but guess you'll be here to find out. All right, so the veggies are still cooking. Let's let them steam up a little bit more, and the closer they get ready to being cooked, I will mix them in with the chicken. So in the meantime, I'm going to just scoot them a little closer to the chicken so I can free up the side of the griddle for the actual rice. Thank you. Whoops, got flying onions. All right, let's see. Hopefully this is still warm enough.
Yeah, it's sizzling.
So, all right, so we're going to dump this out here. And I'm thinking it's probably fine for me to use the same spatula that I was using for the veggies. As I said, I've already cooked this rice, so it's ready to go. I'm going to try and just kind of reheat it a little bit, and then I'm going to put the puree in. And as I mentioned, we've never done this before like this. We've always done it on a skillet on the inside. So we'll see how this turns out tonight. Just a little puree that we've made. Gonna kind of start it off in the middle so I can be in control of it instead of running all over. I'm gonna leave these sit under the dome for just a little bit longer. They're finally starting to get a little bit more tender. And I'm gonna let the chicken kind of sizzle up. And I'm gonna let this rice heat up a little bit. And then once it gets heating up, I'm gonna start mixing in the puree that we created. So once this chicken gets going, I think we're pretty close to probably getting ready. I think the very last thing I want to do is maybe kind of add the sauce when I have the veggies and the chicken both ready to go. So I'm feeling the heat actually coming through here. So I'm going to slowly start trying to blend this puree in. I'm not sure how much rice I'm going to need. So I'm just going to kind of fold it in the front, and I may or may not need the rice in the back. Like I said, it's the first time we did this, and we're kind of just experimenting. So like I said, just kind of push this back here to the back a little bit. Not sure if I'll actually need that or not. I made sure I made, some extra rice. I'm thinking we've got a good texture going. We've got good color. So I'm hoping this will turn out to be something that the kids enjoy. So I'm kind of maybe going to stick with this and leave that back rice sit there on its own for a few minutes. Maddie, you agree with that?
I like my rice dry, so no.
Okay, well, know.
But I'm not eating it. So
Oh yeah, so we've got someone over here doing keto, so we're going to be doing a lot of keto recipes over the summer, so have to tune in for that. Try and give everybody some ideas. So I think we're getting pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead at this point and start sauteing the veggies with the meat to try and add some flavor. And then once I get this going, I'm going to go ahead and add the seasoning that we're trying for the very first time, and hope that that actually gives it some nice flavor. Kind of awkward at first getting used to just the spatulas and whatnot, so I'm sure as the summer progresses, my skill will also progress, or so I'm hoping. So like I said, this rice is already cooked, so we're really just kind of reheating it with the actual puree. She's saying that she actually likes a drier rice, so I'm going to add just a little bit more, even though she's not eating it this time. Going to fold in a little bit of extra rice. So, you know, and if you liked, you could have added some of the veggies into this rice or whatever you want to do, but my kids are pretty picky, so we're going to stick with it being pretty simple. Yeah, or just like that.
Just go light with it.
Okay. You know, we're doing chicken tonight. You can do whatever you like. Maybe one night we're going to switch it up here and we'll do shrimp fajitas for you guys. All right, so looks like we're about time to add some of the seasoning here. I probably should have thought ahead and bought a fajita platter. I don't have that to keep it, you know, nice and warm, but it probably won't last on the plate very long anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of our seasoning, our mix that we showed you earlier. Start tossing that in. Okay. Yep, that would be great. And this for the rice, that would be great.
You guys, it literally looks like Mexican style.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some rice on the bowl here. What are you doing? And just scoop this up.
I think that's for the fajita, but we're not.
No. All right, so I'll grab my big spatula here. Start scooping up these fajitas. I have to set them over there. They're kind of heavy on here. As I said, I'm learning to use all the spatulas, so I think I'm going to figure it out over time. All right, so as I mentioned before, we love the Blackstone Griddle, and if you have any interest in the recipes, let us know. And actually, if we like them, we'll post it as well. Don't want to share anything that doesn't taste delicious. So, but in the meantime, you can see the griddle has been awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off right now. Got a couple of dogs gathering around me. They smell all the yummy chicken. So I get ahead and get it turned off. I've got some leftovers here on the griddle that I'm just going to throw back into here. Kind of clean up anything that I can. And in the meantime, I'm going to get out my water bottle and see if I can clean this up just a little bit. I don't know if I'm quite cleaning this up the best way, but it seems to work for us. Quite a bit of water. I'm hearing someone yell from the inside that I got the okay on the rice. So completely new recipe for us. So, all right, well, enjoy everyone. Have a lovely evening, and we'll be back soon.
And their favorite part, a taste test from the chef.
delicious. Especially with the steam and a lovely facial. To go with my rice.
I'll try the chicken.
The chicken's great. I've been eating it behind the camera.
So good.
Alright, let's go. Let's go find out. Okay.
Go find out. We already know it's so good.